President of the St. Lucia Red Cross Association, Hubert Pierre, is calling for the revision of social distancing policies to ensure the measures are more targeted to produce the desired result of keeping people safe. He says as time goes by, the opportunity arises for further refinement.
One should rethink and go a little further, because you start to wonder, will elderly people come out from 7 o'clock in the morning to 8 o'clock and then you give them priority? And besides, you may have persons who are in the service that are necessary and is functional, and they need to get something quickly and get back. But once it's 8 o'clock, they tell you, no, you cannot get in, you have to follow the whole line. And I think, in a sense, that defeats the purpose. I think the fact that it was said is a good thing to develop, but as we move from time to time, we can see there is room for improvement. And I think the 7 to 8 o'clock.
One area he thinks needs tweaking is at supermarket checkout. Managing Director of Massey Stores St. Lucia, Martin Dorville, who was a guest on Straight Up with host Claudius Francis, defends the current measures.
The elderly, more so, my parents in that group, they're the ones that woke up long before us. So possibly the best time is the 7 to 8 p.m., 8 a.m. Additionally, it is very difficult to start and stop the operation. So to do it at 8 o'clock would mean that we have to start the entire business at 8 o'clock, which further constricts the service period and adds even more demand on the business within a shorter period of time. So that's the rationale behind the 7 to 8.
However, Pierre has some recommendations of his own he believes can improve and streamline the delivery of service to the elderly and essential workers.
For me, best practice would be one. We are following the fact that too many persons mustn't be in town at the same time. That's the first best practice. But from time to time, things do come up, and the elderly need to be out there, and it might be tough for somebody to get up from 8 o'clock, an old person to get to a long line because it has passed the time. So for my recommendation is like what they normally do. The elderly, you take a line and we deal with you separately from the remainder. So that will expedite matters between the two sexes.
The supermarket chain Massey Stores has introduced a number of measures to curtail the spread of COVID-19. These include reducing the number of people in stores, a 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. dedicated hour to accommodate seniors, the differently abled, and essential service providers with identification. The grocery store chain is also adhering to the social distancing recommendations with designated markers in store to ensure that patrons shop safely within the confines of the building. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.